Hello YouTube, and welcome to your next tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to be learning about arguments and changing variables, which will only take us a second. So we're going to get our main method again. We're going to type in string RGS, and we're going to learn about what this string RGS actually means. And if you remember the string, let me exit that. Remember string, we learned about that last time. We'll make another string object, string yes equals yes Bob I do, or something. In this tutorial we're going to be learning about something else. We're going to be learning about a thing called a parameter, and this might be a little complicated now, but I promise you it gets easy. And something else I'm going to teach you about is changing variables, which will only take me a second to teach. So let's say we had an integer x equals 20, right? Well, to change a variable, all you have to do is basically do that. You don't have to do the static int after it, because it already knows that this is a static integer. What you have to do is type the name and what you want the new value to be. So you could do system.out.println. In fact, actually, let me get this out of the way. I think I'll just use the x variable for this tutorial. X, right? And then you can do, x equals 56 or something, and then you type in system.out.println x again, and then boom, done. 2056. It's really easy. We're going to be learning about something called a parameter, and let's for now make another method. Let's name it static void pick me or something, and then this is going to be like system.out.println picking number, and then plus picking number 65 or something, and it seems pretty easy. And we'll just do a pick me. We'll just do that method, and then we'll run it, and then it says pick number 65. What if you don't know what the number's actually going to be? What if you it's going to be decided at runtime or when this method is called? How are you going to know what number you want? It's going to be something called a argument, and what this argument is going to do is it's going to say, okay, basically you use this variable in the whole method, and then after the method is over, kill it. So how you do an argument is you just say, you declare a variable in here. You do not put the static, because watch what happens when you put static. It will give you an error saying, oh, you can't have static there. So we're just going, and again, I'll describe what static is, and then you'll be like, okay, integer x, what does this do? Now, when the variable is going to be called, we'll use that integer to say which number we're going to pick. And you can see that this is going to giving us an error. For now, let's just something else. Notice there's an argument in there. You got to put an argument in there. There's a parameter. You got to put an argument. This is put 0 because 0 is an integer. Watch what happens. It says picking number 0. Now you're thinking, whoa, what just happened? We passed the 0 into integer x, and this method is going to use this x to print it out. So we can use this variable to figure out what number we're going to pick later on in the program. We don't have to know it right now. So let's have a pick me 9, right? And then we'll have a pick me 123. And you can keep doing that, and then you'll see it's going to pass that variable in to different methods. And that way it just makes things so much easier, and that way you don't have to know what the value is going to be, and you can have multiple values passed in. You don't have to have a pick me 9, pick me 123. You can just pass that variable in and it'll print it out for you. Something else you can do, these can have multiple parameters. So let's say we had a string. We wanted to pass a string and an integer, and let's say we wanted a string to be right here, whatever that string is going to be. Well, you have two parameters, but right here you're only passing in one, and you have to make sure that's exactly the same. You can't have the string before, you can't have the string after. Let's make a string object real fast. String picking equals picking number that. And what we can do is we can pass this picking string into here like this, and then that way it'll pass the string in and it'll say picking picking number 9. You can do the same for here. In fact, we have to because it's returning us an error. So, and then you'll see picking number 9, picking number 123. Pretty simple tutorial. Next we'll be learning about return statements. Until then, see you later.